Howdy. So I'm sure a lot of you were wondering, it's like, do you ride bikes or do you just dig? And to be honest, it feels like I only dig, but I do occasionally get to ride. This is my trusty steed, Mr. Mean Green Okerlund. He is a Pipe Dream brand chromoly hardtail. Yeah, this thing's awesome. I love it. Climbs like a beast. And that forward geometry is just like, oh man, it rolls over everything as well. So really like it. So today is a strange day climate wise, because it's been overcast all day, and it's actually like 1:30, 2 o'clock I think. I left the house almost 1, which this is the time of day you would never find anybody riding. And so it rained a little bit last night, so the trail right now, I haven't had a chance to test ride only but this section, which is probably 40 meters. Now it goes the whole distance, so I haven't had tires on it yet. As you can see, it's a bit sticky out there today, slimy. I'm running over pretty much every type of dirt you can think of. So like I've got normal dirt, which is fine. Then I've got some clay, which is more of that sand type of clay, so it would have like it's not pure clay, and it's more that orange kind of Tennessee dirt. That stuff's slimy and sticks to the tires. And then in another section, I've got like the legit clay, which is like, you could probably grab a bit of it, make yourself a pot or something and put it in the kiln. Like, it's that pure of clay. So that stuff's slimy. This stuff's slimy. There's some really good tacky stuff in between. So I'm just gonna keep slamming laps on this to bed it in a bit better. I'm not worried about the stuff above where we're currently sitting, because it's the oldest stuff and it's kind of more in the sunlight, so it's actually packed pretty well. It's the stuff down here more in the canopy that I need to pack down better, so that in future rains the water, that surface tension of the top layer of dirt, if I can pack that down, the water will beat off of it a lot better. So we're just gonna slam a bunch of laps on it and yeah, get a little bit dirty. So one thing that everybody asks when they hear you're building a trail is, hey, do you need somebody to test ride it? And yeah, that doesn't really like make us feel good in a way. Like it makes us more mad than anything else. So 2 things have happened before we even get to the digging part. One, the trail builder has hopefully drawn out what he would like to see happen on a contour map, kind of rough draft, and try to work it out what you're going to do on paper before you go and explore. Then you go and explore and you make adjustments to that rough draft, because you stumble across things that aren't going to show up on your contour map. Like, these are little like washed out gully area, or I don't know, huge rock, like things you'll have to route the trail around. So you can't get married to your rough draft idea, and then 2, yeah, you have to be willing to make some adjustments on the fly. And sometimes you start digging, you're like, oh look, there's this rock thing here, why don't we use that? And then you kind of, you want to like work in tandem with what's out in the jungle, what's out in the woods. Like that's what makes it so cool. Is like, yeah, so like when I explore, if I have a rough idea of where I want to go, I'll go looking for landmark things. Like, oh, if I find a big pile of rocks, I want to incorporate that in the trail. If I find an exceptionally big tree, I want to go there. All that to say, we've done all those things before we've even started digging. Then we dig, and we always try to keep in mind the context of the whole trail. So yeah, if you do too many crazy things and they're all one right after another, like it actually doesn't flow very well because you don't have space, you don't have time to set up in between. I'm actually at a spot now where I've been able to test ride the whole thing a few times, and there's a section here that I wasn't sure about. Like there's a tight tree and I'm on top of roots, and I can actually get through it coming down, but coming up it, it's just gonna be a little technical section. But let me test ride it a few more times. And also my tires are full of mud and I got like no tread, so when I hit the roots I slip most times, but I'll let you watch that. So there's a tree kind of in the crux of that turn, and I was, while digging, thinking, maybe we can need to make this tree go away, or maybe we can leave it. So coming down the trail, it's not really an issue. Coming up it, yeah, just because of where you're sitting on the trail, it's really hard to get through, and this is primarily going to be an up trail anyway. Right now as a down, it works as an excellent choke. There's that tree right here. If I could have cut that away, and you could hum through that pretty fast. So I've left it so you can go around it. But yeah, if this was gone, and if this was gone, and it's dead, so you could hum through this spot pretty fast, as you can see. So now it's like you're coming up and boop, boop, boop. Going to take this one out if I take either of these, because people are going to come down this even if I say this is a uphill only trail. And so if I can make a choke point, because after this it goes pretty fast, and then I hook another pretty funny tight turn, once again on purpose. They would call it a choke. You can make chokes, but you can sometimes route the trail where it's like pretty tight. You route the trail that way as like a speed check. Here you don't have much speed to get into, so actually in and out of this just section right here is the only spot on this stretch where you can get humming. So I kind of want to keep it so that you gotta slow down.